Crossing our Jordan. This story focuses in the book of Joshua chapter 3. Verse 1 of chapter 3 records the event. Joshua started early the next morning and left Acacia Grove with all the Israelites. They went as far as the Jordan and stayed there before crossing. The journey from Acacia Grove to the river's edge is an easy one, just a few miles over smooth ground. So we can assume that the Israelites probably finished relocating before the sun had risen high in the sky. I'm sure the buzz throughout the tribes was the same. This is the day. We will stand in the brink of a dream. We will come again to the place where our forefathers blew it. Only this time we will obey. But as they approached the famous river that formed a barrier between them and their longed promised land, what they saw by the light of the day was both confusing and dreadful. The Jordan was defiantly uncrossable. There's a simple sentence in verse 15 that gives us the picture. Now the Jordan overflows its banks throughout the harvest season. The gentle Jordan was now a raging river, swelled to flood stage. This was the sight that greeted the multiple hundreds of thousands that pitched their tents alongside the river. The Bible tells us that they spent the next 3 days right there, the passing torrent eroding all confidence. The waiting pounded reality into every Israelite. It's easy for us to relate to the emotions and thoughts of Israel. So many of us face personal Jordans that feel so permanent and powerful that we don't even try to make it across. Our lives feel stalled, stuck on the wrong side of God's promises. We read about the abundant life but can't make it out of the wilderness. But with God, He can turn a no way into a highway. The great question that loomed over the camp of Israel and over our lives today is, will we walk by faith or by sight? Do we really believe God can handle the impossible? Joshua 3 goes on to tell us something that's echoed throughout Scripture. What is impossible with men is possible with God. It is found in Luke 18:27. God was about to reveal the steps that must be taken in every life and in every church if we are to move from the grounded to grateful, from marooned in the past to the marveling at God's future. The experiences and decisions reported in this chapter were a major breakthrough for Israel. A whole new generation learned that victory depended totally upon the Lord. As we stand on the brink of the God-sized future and consider the obstacles that hinder us, it can feel like we are facing an impossible task between here and there. But these are no match for the God of the uncrossable. He knows how to get you from stuck to triumphant. Pray more fervently and believe more fully.